finished already. And we are going to start with an English cheese before we do our red, white, and blue to kind of symbolize the wonderful English presence that was here that was soon taken over by the red, white, and blue. So a little revolutionary sampling night. The first cheese Candace will talk about in a second here. The first beer is Sierra Nevada Pale Ale, which I think might be the most prevalent beer in our beer styles class. We've had this quite a few times. I've talked about it quite a few times. But these guys are out of California. This is their kind of staple beer. This is kind of the staple American beer. It's often referenced immediately when you mention the style pale ale. It's a very wonderful example. It's got those nice West Coast citrusy hops in it. So what you're going to find in this beer is a very well-balanced beer. It's not heavy on either side of bitterness or flavor or citrus or maltiness. It's just very well-balanced with maybe a hint more citrus than some in the style category. So look for light bready notes, wonderful citrus and light floral notes. And then when you're finishing it, you'll get a good solid bitterness. Nothing scary or strange or harsh, but just a nice solid bitterness at the end. This is a staple American pale ale, and it really lends a lot of room with different kinds of cheeses. There's not just one cheese that goes well with this. I think the choice tonight is excellent, and Candace will tell you about it in a second. But it's very pungent, full of flavor, where this allows those to kind of shine and just complement it. It's not overpowering. The cheese is going to be the star here, and this will just kind of extenuate it. So, Candace, you want to tell them about the cheese?
All right, I'm going to show you first what this cheese looked like before it fell apart into a big mess on a plate. It's a layered cheese from England. It's called Huntsman. It's double Gloucester, which is it's going to be a savory, not quite cheddar-like cheese. And it's going to be layered with Stilton. So it's kind of got that slightly... And it's got like a slightly kind of savory creaminess, and then it's going to have that sharp blue crumbliness that you get from a real Stilton cheese. Stilton, interestingly enough, is one of the few name-protected cheeses that England has. They, like, everybody can make a cheddar, because they did not take, cheddar it started in a county in England called Cheddar, but they didn't name protect it, so anybody can call it that. But Stilton is one of the few cheeses that they did name protect. So you can only make it in 3 counties in England, so it hasn't lost its quality over the years.
So the name can't be licensed out? There's nobody else?
Nope, nobody else can make it. I'm sorry, you have to live in 3 different counties to make it. Actually, there's probably only about 8 producers left.
Wow.
So, and then this is one of the producers, and who makes this layered cheese. It's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a little slightly tart, creamy from the Gloucester, and then the sharp blue crumbliness should go good with beer.
Cool. All right. Well, so taste these guys. Be sure to go back and forth. Cheese, beer. Also, the beer is going to warm a bit. And you'll get more flavor. So drink it slowly, sip it, and when we go on to the next one, we'll talk about this guy and see what you thought.